Good afternoon, everyone. This afternoon, we are going to talk about the talks going on in India in general and in Gujarat in particular. Gujarat government and the central government both have been contemplating to wipe out, to kind of ban English language from the high-profile education of MBBS, engineering, MBA, etc. Yesterday, I posted on Facebook, and today I am going to discuss about the same thing, how stupid that move would be. These people, they don't know English and they don't have any kind of wherewithal about the importance of English. They have no wherewithal. They have no any kind of idea how important this language is. They give the example of the nations of second-rated, where English is not practiced. But those nations are second-rated nations. They have also great deal of English practice, English dealing, like they give the example of China, where medical is taught in their own vernacular, in Japan and Russia. But those nations also have, great majority of the people who are able to speak in English language, because without English you just cannot set your foot out of your home, let alone out of your state and your nation, your continent. Every single thing right now in the world, all 195 member nations of the world are integrated economies, integrated science and technology, integrated aviation, integrated banking. How are you going to survive without English? Anyway, I have been in this business of teaching English for 25 years, and I already know how dim the students are, how poor the students are, how low quality of English they have been told to all during previous years. And on top of that, they are actually trying to strike another blow just to finish better education in India. How the students are going to go abroad, how they are going to crack TOEFL and IELTS, how they are going to get foreign education, how the IT engineers, software engineers are going to get job abroad. So there are lots of questions are involved in that. You know what honestly India needs? That these people in the leadership, in the corridor of power, must make very faithful endeavors to proliferate English in every corner of the nation, including all the Minneapolis, all the villages, everywhere. What is wrong with that? Why? You have to be stupid to just take away the knowledge and erudition from the hands of the students. Smart leadership is that makes students smarter, not dumber. And this government is actually trying to take away whatever the students know and make them even dumber students, dimmer students, slower students. That is not the right way to do that. There is no need for that. Every single thing is going hunky-dory. Why you are bent upon English language? English language is lingua franca. It is a king lingo. It is queen's lingo. It is prince lingo. Which nation has proliferated or flourished without English? Just give me one example. Look at Africa. Without English, only South Africa prospers. Come into Asia. As a matter of fact, we have not prospered in the parity of European nation or Canada, Australia, New Zealand, Switzerland, USA. We have not actually prospered to their parity. Think about Arab nations. No, they have plenty of oil. That is why they have prospered. They have not prospered because of the human values or their knowledge values. Think how many Nobel laureates we have from Africa or Asia or Latin America. Absolutely none. Probably one after 15, 20, 30, 50 years. Look, we had the last pure red-blooded Indian got the Nobel Prize. That was Mr. Tagore in 1926, 27, 28 sometime. 1926. That is about 95 years ago. After that, Mother Teresa, she was not Indian. After that, Amartya Sen, he did not get Nobel Prize or did not become Nobel laureate being in India. He went to England and he studied over there. Other than that, no other name comes to my mind that was born and brought up, educated in India without stepping out of India and got Nobel Prize. Same thing, not in China. Same thing, not in any other Arab nations, Hong Kong, Singapore, Malaysia, Indonesia, not in Latin America. I have actually 5 points prepared for you guys. Number one is, it can ruin the perfect future of students. Perfect future of students can be ruined. Now, it is absolutely impossible for the students to pursue their career abroad or better career without English language, because I know I have spent all my life in English. I completed my MA in English. I became principal. Then I went to America. I spent 20 years over there, and now 25 years I have been in and out of English, totally neck deep in English language. I have about 13,000 students, and 99.9% students are able in fluent English. Fluent. Most of them are abroad. Now, how can you achieve that without English? Just think. What are you going to achieve without English? You give me one reason. Only one reason that you can achieve this without English, and I can give you 10,000 reasons that you cannot achieve all those things without English, or you can achieve all those things with English. Give me one reason, one convincing reason that you can become somebody without English. Look, no offense, Mr. Modi, but Mr. Modi, whenever Mr. Modi came to America, whenever Mr. Modi goes anywhere, he never gives any kind of interviews to media. How can you express your ideas? How can you defend your nation? How can you defend yourself from your enemies? How you can defend your poverty? How you can explain what you can do and what you are not allowed to do? You must have a language. Language is right now more powerful than even nuclear weapons. It's a Brahmastra. It is 100% Brahmastra. Now, is the knowledge, having another knowledge of language, what is wrong with that? I would ask all those leaders who think that they are the smartest on this planet, pose one question. What do you have against English language? What do you have against bilingual ability of our students? Multilingual ability of our students, be like Americans. In America, all the languages of the world are available. Whatever you can learn, you can learn. Be more knowledgeable, not less knowledgeable. More knowledgeable are smarter. Less knowledgeable are all stupid, nitwit. Dumb, dumber, and dumbest. And these people are trying to turn these Indians into dumb, dumber, and dumbest. Point number 2 is, it can deprive luminary students from luminary education. Now, if you want luminary education, guys, believe me or not, I've spent 20 years in every nitty-gritty corner of America. I have had my brother over there. He is educated. My nephew in medical education. His 4 children are educated. We were all educated. Nothing, absolutely nothing you can do without English. Believe me, these are fools who think that you can actually pursue your goal in luminary education. They are fools. They have no wherewithal about anything. Number 3, it can reverse the clip of the students. Students are going to come backward. They are going to go backward. Their progress will be southward, not northward. They are not going to pursue their luminary goals, they will not be able to read even Times of India, for God's sake. They will not be able to read even an English book, a little by Shakespeare or Tennyson. They will not be able to read even Gandhian book or Pandit Nehru's book, Taste of the Nation of India, or Discovery of India. They will not be able to read anything at all. Number 4, it can make India even less technocrat. Now, where are you going to get the technology? India is not the motherlode of technology. Europe and America are the motherlode of technology, and 99.9% of the world's knowledge is comprised in all English language books. 99% of the libraries in the world, all the books comprised in the library, available in the libraries, are written in English language. How you are going to read them, how you are going to achieve their knowledge, how you are going to be knowledgeable, scholarly, vidwan, how you are going to become anything. Aryan came to India, first thing you know what they did? The first thing they did was they destroyed Takshila and Nalanda. The purpose was that if the books are available, the people are going to read. So they destroyed 9-story Takshila library. These people are neo-Aryans. They want to destroy knowledge in India. They want to make all the Indians absolutely nitwit. They cannot talk, they cannot think, they cannot object, they cannot defend themselves, they cannot express their ideas. They don't have any ideas, they would not have brain. So these politicians can subjugate us, subdue us, rule us all their lives, eternally, never terminally. Next, it can disable the students to communicate with the world. How are we going to communicate with the world? I think that about 20-25% of the Indians have relatives abroad. How they would be able to talk? How will you be able to talk to your relatives over there, your siblings? How are you going to talk? How will I be able to talk, or my children are going to be able to talk to his cousins over there in America or his uncle in America? How we are going to communicate, and how we would know what Biden is saying. How are we going to know if we don't know English at all? And how we are going to oppose or protest. Look, when Bush Jr. was the president of America, the protests, at that time he had a dog. And his dog's name was India. That was our ignorance, we did not know that. When I asked my students for about a year, every batch, about 1,000 students I asked, that do you know that George Bush Jr. is a dog and its name is India? Nobody knew. Kargil War started at the time. Times of India conducted the interview and asked 1,000 students, college students in India from Kargil to Kanyakumari to Sindh to Silgat, and asked them where Kargil is located. Out of 1,000, only 10 students pinpointed in the map that is where Kargil is. Now I told my students that George Bush has named his dog India. Vajpayee should actually name his dog George Bush. But now, knowledgeable people are courageous. If you don't have knowledge, you are absolutely pussycat. You are sissy type of cowardly person. So guys, don't believe. Without English, you will not be able to achieve anything. Though don't give the example and don't take the example of those nations where English is not being spoken, because they cannot progress. Progress actually comes to those people who speak in English in Japan, in China, in Russia, and in Middle East. They are the rulers. They are the leaders. Rest of us are all subjects and citizens. So that's all the time we had. Thank you very much for listening. See you again next time. Until then, God bless every student, that no one take away knowledge from us. No idiot should take away the knowledge from us. No neo-Aryan should take away the knowledge from us. And no Bhim should take away the knowledge from us. God must bestow us more and more and more cornucopia of knowledge. Amen.